had 90 or more yards, in the 7 games that Devontae was out.
He stuck with this team for so long. He said he wants to retire here. Why not just let it be?
Hey everybody, this is Gerhard de Beer, former Green Bay Packer offensive lineman, and you're watching Frozen Tundra Network with Bill the Packer fan and Packer owner Nick. Enjoy.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Frozen Tundra Network. We're starting a little early tonight because of the preseason game. So let's kick it off, fellas. What you guys thinking about the first week of the preseason?
Well, I know what I want to see tonight. I want to see Doubs not drop a million passes, and I want to see Jordan Love make better decisions, but I can't sit here and act crazy about it because 2 of those interceptions of the 3 were not his fault. I'm not going to blame him for those, but
Right.
The biggest thing for me, though, the biggest thing tonight I want to see in 58 minutes is Wyatt. Devontae Wyatt's going to play. That's my big thing. Isaac, you go ahead and kick it off real quick. I said what I wanted to say.
Yeah, I was actually looking at the same thing as I saw Devontae Wyatt's making his debut tonight. That's really big. And then we're going to see Torre, get some reps as well. So we're going to see what he's like. Aaron Rodgers really likes that kid. He was our late wide receiver pick. He's going to shine, make his debut tonight. He was a little sprinkled, I believe, in preseason week 1, but we didn't see much of him. So maybe he'll get a little bit more of a role tonight. But, yeah, definitely the one I want to see tonight is Devontae Wyatt.
All right. So we got Rob on the show.
What's up?
Very rarely see Rob, but Rob, tell us what you're seeing last week and what you want to see this week, because there should be some big jumps.
First of all, I'm glad football season's here, man. First, it's been a long off season, but the big thing is I want to see, like you said, Wyatt. I want to see all the new rookies, especially the defensive side, because I got a lot of questions still. We need some help on some pass rush. I want to be fearsome. I want to be in the top 3 this year. I'm not settling in top 10. I want top 3 defense. I think it's achievable.
Sure.
It all starts in the preseason, man. This is where our young guys put in their work and we find out where our depth is. Time to get teams gelling. This is it, man. I'm ready. I'm pumped, man.
Me too,
Hurry
man.
up, let's get this shit over so the game can start.
Yeah. David Gray, you've had a lot to say recently behind the scenes. Why don't you go ahead and give me your recap?
Well, Nick, I'm kind of with you on all 3 aspects. Devontae Wyatt, Jordan Love. Jordan Love, kid gloves are off, man. Time for, LaFleur's making excuses for him. We know we need to clean up around him. You know what? Jordan Love needs to show a little bit. He needs to learn how to fucking hit a guy in the flat. I want to see something from Jordan Love. I want to see him play for 3 quarters. It won't happen. I don't really need to see Danny fucking Etling out there. I want to see Jordan Love. I really want to see Jordan Love. Devontae Wyatt, I'm excited to see him. Quay Walker, he needs to show me something. He didn't really show nothing in the first game. And what was the other one? I had the same 3 you had, Nick. What was the other one you had? Jordan Love, dude. Come on.
And Watson, he's not playing, right? Watson's
gloves are off for Jordan Love. This is the only time Jordan Love gets to shine. You should be dominating these dudes, man, if you're really the fucking answer. I hate to be, mean about it or just be blunt about it, but it is. You should be dominating these dudes.
So
the other one, you're not really dominating.
The other one was Doubs. I can't watch him drop
Doubs,
like this anymore.
Doubs is burning people. I want to see if Doubs still burns people.
But you can't judge him yet because look at Devontae Adams when he first started out. Everyone was calling him Butterfingers.
Exactly.
He's good. There's going to be growing pains in between.
I want to see if Doubs still burning people.
Yeah.
Well, look, we all saw the clip at the Saints practice, right? He's burning dudes on Saints practice, but then he's dropping touchdowns. I got to see more now. I get what you're saying, Bill. I totally get that.
That was Adams' first couple of years, though, man. He dropped everything easy, and then he caught the most amazing catches over his head, behind his back. But the easy stuff hit him in the hands, wide open end zone. Adams dropped it. He had a fair share of drops in the beginning.
But the problem is, guys, is we don't have the luxury of waiting right now. We kind of
Oh, I
need them
agree.
to speed up. We're not in this position usually. Usually we have Jordy Nelson. Usually we have Greg Jennings. Usually there's a bunch of guys that we can rely on without needing to say, hey, rookie, if you don't do better, you can't play, right? Bill,
What's going
take
on?
it off, man.
I'd
Take
like
it
to
off.
say I want to see Christian Watson, but he ain't
Me
gonna be out
too.
there.
Me too. I don't think he'll be out there yet. He's been doing one-on-one drills though all week. He did get
That's
off the
disappointing.
pup list though, so that's good. We had a few people cleared. We had Jenkins, Watson, and Tanyan. Tanyan's going to be big. We definitely need him back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I read something about Watson that not only is he doing individual drills, but like they asked LaFleur if he was gonna give it a go or not. He said he was undecided, which most likely means he's not gonna play tonight.
Be nice if we seen him for the first drive with Love.
Yeah, because Love has been throwing some bombs. You know what I mean? So like, if he can connect one with Watson, man, this I think the whole stadium's gonna erupt.
So you may be trolling here, I get it, but we might have to rely on Cobb. So I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Cobb was actually doing pretty well last year. I'm not gonna say
Hey, let me ask you guys this.
amazing, but
Let me ask you guys. I mean, I know our wide receiver is a big question mark, but do y'all really think Cobb would even make the cut if it wasn't for Rodgers?
I think he would make this roster. I don't think he'd
it'd
be on the
close,
team.
wouldn't it?
I don't think he'd be on the team if it wasn't for Rodgers. Like,
Yeah.
if you ask me, do I think Sammy Watkins will be on this roster? I think he's more on the cusp than Randall Cobb is.
Really?
Well, he's already
Yeah.
there's already issues at this point. It's like starting to not look good. Like,
He's been practicing though, ain't he?
from what I saw, so he has been practicing, but it's not looking good. Like, it doesn't look like he's gonna be worth a shit. That's what I'm seeing.
Here's my take on the whole wide receiver thing. It don't matter. Well, everybody can speculate. I mean, I've heard it all from all kinds of fans. It's all comes down to who Rodgers gels with, who he thinks he can play with, and who he makes the connections with. If they don't go with that, then we're fucked anyway. Because Rodgers can throw the ball to any of those guys. He could throw guys open. He does his thing. Rodgers is out there. We're watching preseason with Jordan Love. He ain't got quite the skill set, and he doesn't have the personnel around him to even be close to what Rodgers can do out there. But it's going to come down. People got to step up, man,
So
big time. And Rodgers has got to decide who he thinks he's comfortable with.
Well, let me ask you guys. I could actually see, not today, but at some point this year, I could see it in Doubs where maybe he could be our number one this year. I actually could see it if he keeps burning dudes down the field and learns how to catch the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he could be that late bloomer wide receiver. You know what I mean? Like late in the season, come on fire when he gets more opportunities, more targets. You know, a lot of these rookies come in, they really don't get that much leeway unless like you're drafted as a
You
top.
get all
wide
these
receiver.
guys that get hype. Like Winfrey got hype last year. Fucking Dobbs just looks different, man. He like the hype is real, dude. I mean, I don't know how anybody can deny it. I mean, he looks good.
I think the biggest. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, that's how it starts, man. You got to have hype before you get anything. So, you know, this is where it begins. How far he goes, that's the question. You know, it's all in his hands, man. He's got to step up and grab the bull by the horn, so to speak. And you know, these preseason games are where he gets his chance, because I don't see him starting over veterans. I don't see that happening.
No, it ain't gonna happen this early.
I think
And we need Cobb right now. We need Cobb because he's a veteran.
We tend to overhype at Packer fans. Some Packer fans tend to overhype guys that shine in camp. Dobbs just looks different, man. I don't know why. Like it's kind of legit if you that. I don't know another way to put it, but
realistically, Lazard is who we're looking at to be our number one. Like that. I mean, that's the obvious choice. All I'm saying is, if what we're seeing from Dobbs early starts progressing after, week 6, all of a sudden you start seeing some great things.
Well,
now, I get what you're saying, Bill.
Yeah, I want to see it during real time, during real defenses, real games. If he can do it then he's legit, maybe.
So speaking of overhyped, like David Gray was talking about, just real quick, let's just do a little segment where have you guys noticed that the Detroit Lions have grown the biggest pair of nuts in the world lately.
Oh
and-
yeah, it's called liquid courage. It's called liquid courage.
Hey, you want to know why that is? That's because the Bears are in the division, and they know they're not going to finish in the basement. That's the only reason.
They got a legit shot at staying out of the basement. Is exactly right.
They're like,
I
look,
mean, come
guys,
on, the Bears are definitely finishing in last. There ain't
they're
no
literally
fucking way
throwing
around.
streamers and parades because they're not the worst team this year. They're like, we aren't shit this year like they are.
Yeah.
I got
Finally, somebody worse than them, you know.
Finally, kneecap biting works. Finally, kneecap biting works.
Look, I know that everybody hates doing this, but I'll go ahead and entertain this. I'm going 12 wins. We're going to go 0-4 in preseason, just like we do every year. We're going to win 12 wins this year in the regular season, mainly because of our defense.
We only got 3 preseason.
Oh, whatever.
I'm saying 13 wins, so
0-14 in preseason. It don't matter. We never win those fucking games.
Right.
Hey man, normally I think it's a jinx to call it out, but after 13 straight wins, 13's an unlucky number, man. I mean, we did it 3 in a row. One more time, we break it. One more time, I'll go 13 wins.
I don't know, man. That O-line still – I still got question marks, man. I mean, yeah, we got –
Yeah, but look, we didn't know how bad the O-line was last year, and look, every year they shock me that they come out with 13 wins, man. We could have had 14 wins. We were legit could have had 14.
I can see
if they won, we got Nijman, however the fuck you say his name.
Yeah, Yosh Nijman.
At left tackle. And we got Jenkins at right tackle, Runyon at left guard, Myers, and even Newman at right guard. I'll be happy with that.
I just want to see it during a legit game. I want to see a legit game.
At right tackle. I don't want to see that shit.
What do you think, Isaac? What do you think? What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking if there's any issues with our O-line, we can use Big Bob Tonyan again to help with the blocking, or Mercedes Lewis. They really, are good on those roles. They can really help our linemen if they're struggling. Like, look what Tonyan did to Bosa 3 times, pancaked him 3 times in one game, helping out the O-line, and basically owning Bosa and keeping him away from Rodgers. That's basically mostly how Green Bay won that game against the Niners, is this keeping Bosa.
Anybody want to comment to Colin?
Yeah, I seen that. When you sign OBJ, I mean, that's like the Viking. That's a Viking fan saying that too, by the way. They were like owning that shit for a whole year last.
Dude, every time there's a free agent or anything, it's always the Vikings are looking at them.
I think everybody on this panel doesn't want OBJ.
No, dude, he's a cancer.
No,
Yeah.
not even last year.
The Bears probably need a wide receiver more than anybody in the division, and they're not even jumping on it.
Hey,
and they'll take anything.
He wanted to go to LA. Fuck him then. I mean, it worked out for him. Good for him.
Right, you can't
There's
fault
no
him
way,
there.
man.
He did pick the right team.
I mean, yeah, I just don't think it's a good idea. I'm sure him and Rodgers would go to Vegas and
He
miss
just tore his
some games.
ACL, didn't he, or Achilles, or whatever the fuck he
Now
tore.
this comment's
He tore
pretty
his
funny
Achilles.
from a Bear fan. John, you better get used to the basement, bro. Dust the end tables off, get the popcorn ready. You're going to be down there for a while. If I was you,
Yeah.
I would even grab a pullover blanket or something to keep you warm down there, boss.
It's not. It's really not close.
Hey, the division might be closer, but it ain't between the fucking Bears, though.
No, you're right about that. You're right about
It's like
that.
the division got closer, and you're like, yeah, but the Bears got further away from it.
There ain't no denying they're finishing last. I mean, come on.
Just position changes. All that's happened in the division. Just a position. That's it.
Fields is
Right,
gonna
right.
get murdered this year. Fields is gonna be like, "Fuck this shit. I'm going to fucking Houston or something."
Look, man, week one is the key, man. We need to week 1, week 2. I mean, the Bears are nothing week 2, but week 1 is the week. The Vikings are whoever wins that game is going to have shit talking rights the rest of the season until we see them again in like week 16, week 17, whatever it is. It's ridiculously.
Yeah, no,
That's the tone setter right
yeah,
there.
but the Vikings secondary and defense just isn't looking too good, man. Like,
No.
even though our wide receivers are kind of rookies and shit like that, but I still think we have one hell of a chance.
I think we got a shot. No, I legit. It's opening day. We come in 100% healthy. Everybody's healthy.
At their stadium.
They're the best in the division. The 2 best teams going head to head week 1. You can't ask for nothing better.
Yeah.
Basements are cold in Chicago.
Like
Yeah,
except
they
for
are.
victory.
That's why I said I hope he grabs a nice little plush blanket to take down there with him and shit.
He said, place a bet. Place a bet on what? That y'all are terrible? I think that's a fact.
Yeah, every snap by the Bears, I see Justin Fields running like Johnny Depp in fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
What do you got? Is John still chirping in there or what?
Yeah. DeAndre says, if we finish in the basement next year, we're going worst to first.
Yeah, worst to first overall draft pick.
Hey, they better worry about if they're going to draft C.J. Stroud instead of cut fucking Fields loose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good question. I think the Lions fans want Amon St. Brown to be their number one wide receiver. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I would think so. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, man. So what you guys think about this guy? Verdict still out, or what are you thinking?
Can I answer that first? Hold on.
I think he's got to give you guys got to cut up some slack, man. There's so much hate on him.
Why?
He's a rookie.
Robert? Why, Robert?
I just real quick want to say
I don't want to argue. I don't want to get in a fist
during the draft.
I want to like debate.
When there was rumors that we could have got a 4th round draft pick from, I think we should have done it. That's just me. I think we should have done it.
Really? There was that kind of rumor?
Like, bro, you're here. I mean, the kid, like I said before, the kid gloves are off with Jordan Love, man. I mean, come on, bro. You got to show us something, dude. I don't want to see Danny fucking Etling. I want to see him play into the third quarter. I know it won't fucking happen.
I agree.
But, I mean, come on. Let me see Jordan fucking let me see what he can do, dude.
You know what? I can't lie. I was telling a bunch of people in like different
I love the pick when we picked him. I really did like the pick. I love the risk that he took to get him. I mean, if he thought it was the right guy, yeah, it was a great fucking pick.
But like what I really thought, like I was telling people, like I really thought that we're going to trade Love during the draft, maybe get like picks for him or something like that. But I guess he's the guy to stay to develop. But you know what? It was only for that preseason game, where he got those snaps. There was some good throws. There was some good and there was some bad. He still throws on his tippy toes, which is not going to really translate well. You know what I mean? Like that worked for Breeze and Murray, but Love's not the guy to be throwing off his tippy toes, So
I do like his movement in the pocket at times. I think he moves forward in the pocket very well. But then what I've noticed is when he does that, when he's moving forward, he overthrows the shit out of guys. Like when Doubs was wide open and he moved into the pocket and just, for whatever reason, if he's going backwards on his back foot, he seems to be a little more accurate than on his front foot.
What it is he needs to be able to start a couple of games back to back to get the feel for it and all that stuff. He's still that's why I keep saying the verdict's out with Love still. Like I can't say he's a bum. I can't say he's going to be good. I need to see him consistently start week after week after week. You know what I'm saying? Look at Dave said, "Oh wait, we're talking about Love. Let me turn this back."
He's not making trash plays. He's not making. I mean, not every decision is the correct one, but it's not like he's making like these horrible high school mistakes that are. I mean, the picks.
I didn't like
two of those picks were the other guy's fault, but that third one that was on him. He threw behind the receiver, bro, and the guy stepped right up. I mean, it was.
And he got really lucky. Winfrey made a play on the ball, or that could have been intercepted too. So,
yeah,
I didn't like LaFleur coming on saying they need to clean up stuff around. I mean, you can't clean up a dude throwing.
It's everybody. Yeah, that was kind of unfair too. That was unfair. You're right about that.
Jordan Love, bro, you got to.
Well, one of the interceptions though, two of the receivers ran the wrong routes. That's why.
I'm not talking about the interceptions though. I'm talking about his little passes to the flat. He kept throwing to the wrong fucking side, dude.
That was hard to watch. Like dink and dunks, he was like hitting him in the shoulder, and it was like,
he's throwing like fucking 90.
And then when he was about to get sacked, he just fucking heaved it up there too. Like, dude,
hey, what did he have for yards for that half? What, 175 for the half?
I believe so. No.
I mean, he's got the talent, dude. He just,
I mean, that's a lot of yards for a half. 175, almost 200 yards. I mean, that's what he got, even with 3 picks.
Moxie, I don't think, man.
He was driving 6 of his possessions.
They were moving the ball. They just kept giving it up. They just coughed it up.
Yeah, he drove the ball all the way to the other side.
I'll tell you what I want to see. I want to see special teams actually do some shit this week. Yeah. I want to see some returns. I want to see a 30-yard return. I want to see put us in good field position. I want to see something. At least make the guy running out of the end zone. I want to see if we got somebody that actually can return a ball.
I want to see Amari Rodgers not get on his fucking knees to catch a punt. That shit scares the hell out of me, dude. He did it again last week, dude. I was like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, but I see Amari Rodgers really making an effort, Brett. He wants to make the team, Brett. He's on the cusp. I think he's one of the guys that could not make the team.
He's a guy that doesn't have his natural, position or natural, input into the offense because of Randall Cobb.
I'm sorry. We just need to cut Amari loose. Find somebody else. I don't even care.
Yeah, they just let Malik Taylor go. They gave him he was with us for 2-3 years, and they finally
we brought back
practice squad back to the team. Practice squad. They finally cut ties with him now.
Well, he's injured. I thought Taylor was injured. That's why. I mean, you're not going to make a squad. You're just taking up a spot, and they're holding it for somebody. You got to get out of here.
So he was injured, and they let him go. It was right. Yeah, he did get injured, and they said,
"How many wide receivers y'all think we're going to keep?"
7,
6, at least 6.
We just brought back Travis Fulgham too.
Yeah.
I guess
it's going to be interesting, boys. It's going to be interesting. So, what do you think about tonight playing the Saints? You think Jordan Love's going to look better, or what? Because I'm sure he's going to be out there for a little bit. Well, they start. The other problem is too, though. You guys aren't evaluating either. Is he's not really playing with no, starting receivers either.
That's true.
Do we have any starting receivers?
No,
not yet, Nick, not yet, but soon.
Dobbs is probably a starter, right?
Yeah,
but you could still watch the timing of his passes. You could see how he reads the defense, how he rolls out of the pocket, that kind of thing. There's a lot to be evaluated. I mean, shit. I want to see it all.
Yeah, what's called?
I definitely want to see the defense. I want to see the defense take over. I know it's not our number one defense, but I want to see our backups do some shit. These are the guys that these first rounders. I want to see them play like some first rounders. Let's go.
I don't even think that. Did number 6 make it back to? I mean, is he playing? Did he make it to the team? He probably got cut this week.
Yeah,
he looked like shit last week. I forgot what his name was.
What's called? There's some camp notes that Rodgers within the joint practice with the Saints that he was actually complimenting Love. That he said that Love is learning the little things. That's the big thing about being a quarterback is learning the little things. And what he's kind of like getting at is changing, changing the line, using your footwork, just little things that you can control. But we just got to see it. We got to see it tonight. We got to see.
Bingo.
So let me ask you this, Dave.
Brian Great Day, I want to hype him up, but man, he ain't fucking showing us. He is not showing us. I mean,
I think we should do Love then, Dave. What do you think we should do with him?
Why I ought him.
So we can maybe we can convert. Hey, maybe we can convert Love to a wide receiver.
I kind of got discouraged the other day because people were showing Aaron Rodgers' first preseason game ever, and you could just see it. Like you could see he was reading beautifully, getting the ball in there. Rodgers looked pretty good his first year in preseason. So I get it. He's very raw. Love is very raw, and we got to give him more time. I got to see something. You know what I mean? In football, you have to have like that little something that you just got to see.
Right. Like make a play out of a busted up play or something. You know what I mean?
Like that first drive where he scored a touchdown to Doubs in the right corner. Like that one was beautiful. That play was set up he drove down the ball
twice. He missed it the first time.
Well, I don't know.
David Gray might be
up for that. Trade Love for a 6-pack and a Swish.
No, man.
But I think it's just confidence, man.
He ain't trading Love
looking like you know what you're doing.
Get nobody to bite on that.
You'd probably get some hot Cheetos.
Look, I do think it's kind of good for our young receivers.
He hasn't shown nothing though. How would you get trade value for some dude that hasn't shown nothing? You can't. I don't care if he's a first round pick or nothing. He hasn't really fucking shown that he's.
I think it's really good for our young wide receivers to play with Love right now and take on these passes that he's throwing, because once the regular season starts and Aaron Rodgers starts throwing the ball, they're gonna go, oh, I don't have to look. It's just right there. Like I think once Rodgers throwing these guys the ball, it's gonna look really, really good. Sorry, Bill, I cut you off. Go for it.
Oh, you're good. No, I forget what I was gonna say now.
It had to do with Jordan Love.
Let's talk about Quay Walker. Let's switch it up to Quay Walker. Enough about Jordan Love.
Go on. Hey,
Quay Walker's got to show something. He looked a little sleepy.
Don't ask me about Quay Walker. I'll let you guys talk about him. He looked a little sleepy
last week.
They just need to turn him loose and let him just give him full release and let's see what he does.
Look, Bill, why don't you take on the Quay Walker question? Because I know what I'm going to say.
I don't know. I haven't really watched much of him. I mean, I'll pay attention tonight to see what he's doing. But if I don't hear your name called, you're not doing good in my book. You know what I mean?
Like, bro, he wasn't
Mark
doing
that shit. That's
I
true.
think his name was called because the offensive line was going, block
He's like
that guy.
Clay
It's really
Matthews.
easy.
Hey, I do want to bring up, though, I did learn last night
Like, okay, I'm done.
that the Seattle Seahawks actually has Rob's brother on the team. Did you see that? They have a homer on the team. Yeah, he had like a 10-yard pass or whatever. His name was Homer. When he turned around, I was dying. First thing I thought of was Rob Haspel, bro. That ass serious.
Oh yeah, Travis Homer.
I saw Rob Haspel's on The Simpsons the other night. He's the dad with the 3 hairs.
Yeah, Marge was mad at him. No, he didn't. He called in sick to work that day.
Well, look, go ahead, Isaac. Go ahead and talk about Quay Walker real quick.
Okay. Another time, right? No, Quay Walker, yeah, he didn't really look as great in the first preseason game. He was getting pushed around a little bit more. He needs to solve that in the weight room, get a little bulk there. But one thing about Quay Walker is when he was playing with Devondre Campbell during practices, he looked much better. He looked a lot more disruptive. So who knows, Devondre Campbell being next to Quay Walker will make him more effective. Obviously it will, because Campbell is a hell of a player of himself. So I think what we need to see out of him, is he playing tonight? I believe he's playing tonight, right? So if he's playing tonight, we need to see more out of him, more, cover what he needs to cover. He's known to have that big wingspan, so he can stop fucking running backs, cutting off the side. So we just got to see.
Can I chime in on that?
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. But I mean, you kind of want the guy. He knows he's a first-round pick. He's the number 1 pick for the Packers. Go in there and be that fucking guy. You're going to start, but go in there and dominate these motherfuckers, man. Show who you are, not just go through the fucking motions. Like,
exactly.
Come on, I want to see something, dude. But yeah, he'll probably get it. He's a big fucking dude.
Yeah,
He's fast as fuck.
Saints got a really good O-line. That they really do. So we'll see what he can do. Like, he's supposed to be rushing the passer as well as helping out with the run. So we'll see what he can provide with us.
Let's give it to Rob on that subject real quick.
On what? On Walker?
Yeah.
Shit. I just want to see the man actually live up to his first round pick. I'm on board with what David's saying, man. I mean, he posts about it. We talk about it in the back chats. I mean, he needs to step it up. This is it. I want to see. And what's his name? The other guy,
Devontae Wyatt.
Yeah. Especially him. But Walker could end up being a disappointment. I'm trying to think who that guy was. We had.
Especially his cousins. Texas Ranger. You know what I mean? Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, Walker, Texas Ranger.
What about an off-the-radar guy like Kingsley Inagre? He looked pretty good in his first preseason game.
I thought he looked
project. He's a project.
I don't know why, but it made me so mad watching Walker in that first preseason game. Very first possession that he's on the field, I watched dude blast him further than, I think it was like 3 yards past the line of scrimmage, and Walker just got lit up. And I went, okay, so maybe that was just a bad play. Next possession, I watched the exact same thing, and I swear to you, I was sitting there and I just got really angry because I was like, I really thought, like, all the hype and everything that we've been talking about over all these months about after the draft and everything, I was so hyped about this guy, and it really was discouraging in that moment. I'm pretty sure Devontae Wyatt, I give him a 0% chance that he's not going to be at least decent. I think he's by far probably going to be our best draft pick by a long shot.
Yeah.
I think so
Walker
too.
definitely didn't give him no effort last week. He better come out with some fucking effort this week. That's the main thing he was lacking. I mean, it was just like, fuck you, I'm going through the motion. I'm already starting, bitches. I mean, that's just my opinion of the way it looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, if you can't get the game, go to Build a Packer Fans Facebook page. I'm going to stream the game tonight. So if anyone out there that ain't going to get the game, I'm going to stream it in high def. So when you go to click on it, just turn your phone sideways and you'll get an excellent, great picture. So
in 29 minutes and counting.
it's not like everybody else's stream where they got their phone sitting in front of a camera and you hear their whole conversation with
Are we adding anybody onto this?
We could if you want. I mean, you want to open it up and see if any other fans want to come on. Drop the link in the back chats and see if anyone wants to drop on. We got about 30 minutes.
We're waiting. Rashawn Gary is going to be an absolute beast this year. Monster.
Dude.
Monster.
Wow.
Yeah, remember, he was a first round bust according to a few fan bases in this group.
We won't mention Hubert's name or Tom Novin's. No.
Or Melvin.
Yeah, we won't mention those names.
Or Darcy.
we don't even acknowledge her.
This guy is a beast this year. He is breaking out. I saw it last year. Like, he was just starting to crack that shell. Second half of the season, he was really starting to get out of it. This season, I have no doubt. In my opinion, this is the way that I view it, and I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to disagree. I think he's better than Zadarius Smith. I'm glad that we got rid of Zadarius Smith, who does not stop the run. Rashawn Gary does everything that you ask him to, and he pressures the quarterback more than almost everybody in the whole NFL.
Yeah, he's got a good move to the quarterback too. So,
what do you guys think of Zach Tom cracking our starting lineup in the O line? Zach Tom, he's been repping for the ones for like the last week of practices.
I just want to see some play. I'm going to be paying close attention to the line play tonight on both sides.
You know, we're an O-line factory. Zach Tom could be another special guy. If he's already
so Watson really is not going to play tonight?
I don't know. I was hoping to see something.
I mean, there's only one more preseason game. When are we going to get to see this guy?
Yeah. They're going to make you sweat it out, Rob. They're going to make you sweat it out, buddy.
That's some fucked up shit.
LaFleur already said in an interview that he may not see these guys at all preseason.
I was talking this whole time and I was on mute. I actually thought,
or maybe they know that maybe are they keeping a secret? They're not letting us see him.
It was
right.
You're talking about Zach Tom, and I saw that he's now taking first team reps. I actually thought it was really weird, the offensive line that we brought out last week. Like, we had Runyon starting, and I was kind of like, why? What do we gain from putting starters out there like that who we know are supposed to play like a lot of games for us this year? It kind of didn't make sense to me.
I think Stenovich, I don't know if Stenovich is helping Butkus to fucking run the O-line, but like they're probably experimenting who they can put in there. In case other people get injured, slide in guys that normally isn't their spot, see how they do, evaluate from there. Preseason is the perfect time to do all that,
Well, Zach Tom is interesting because he's getting reps at left tackle, which we were all worried about right and left tackle because what's happening with Jenkins, what's happening with Bakhtiari. For whatever reason, they don't like Nyman, and I don't know why. So what are we doing? Zach Tom is now getting reps with the first team at left tackle. I'm sorry, but that's a pretty big thing.
Come on, Dorn.
What's happening?
We're talking about
John.
So we discussing
Yes,
Justin Fields.
real quick. Go to Bill the Packer fan page, and he is streaming the game tonight.
Yep. My games officially start today. I will stream every preseason, every Packer game. We got people streaming the Vikings, Lions, and Bears game. So if you're NFC North, the huddle, go join that group because it's eventually going to be only in that group. But it is going to be on my page today, so make sure you guys go give the page a follow too and support the stream. And don't forget, man, go hit up Frozen Tundra Network's Facebook page, man. Go give it a like so you can get all your Packers updates, your team updates, your roster moves, your injury reports. Hell, we even post when it's somebody's birthday. So go give it, man. It only takes but a second. That's the way you can support the streams because we don't charge for the streams. We just do it for the fun of it. So.
Regular season, we're going to be filtering you guys into NFC North, the huddle. That's where we're going to be doing all the regular season games live. So please make sure you get into there while you can.
Yeah, it keeps everybody from reporting it and whatnot when you put it in a private group. Like tonight, I'm going to do it out in the public. It'll probably get reported and probably get shut down. But Bill the Packer fan, I'll be right back up and running. I made a couple of extra accounts to do it with, so. Definitely give the page a like, though, because that's where you're going to know where all the game streams are from time to time.
And for $99.99, we can subscribe you to the Spice channel. You know what I mean?
So
and just so everybody knows, Nick has an OnlyFans page now. If you guys want to go hit it up,
it actually got blocked because of our intro. But we got John Dorn on the show now.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us, John Dorn, what you're looking for tonight as opposed to what you saw last week?
Start with Jordan Love. Let's hear what you want to see out of Love tonight.
I want to see him actually not throwing interceptions, which 2 of those were not his fault. I don't care what anybody says. I want him to see him be a little more crisp on his throws. I want to see his footwork a lot better. Stick in the pocket and not like fucking around like Fields does, like a little crybaby bitch. And I want to see our receivers actually fucking play that better, do the routes better. I want to see our defense just fucking demolish that offensive line. Just demolish it. Just like
that's what I want to see tonight, man. I want to see this defense fucking kick
the line
somebody's
play on both sides. I want to see it on
Wyatt,
both sides of the ball.
Wyatt finally gets to play, and I want to see how he plays tonight. Wyatt, and then that Ingrave that took over 55 number, he's a stud, and I want to see him keep going. I want to see him fucking actually do something.
Here's the link. Just got posted.
Yeah, I mean, just Amari Rodgers. I want to see him like I was watching earlier how his kick returns and stuff, punt returns, where he's got he had one good run, but I want to see him continuing that and not drop the ball and shit like that like he did last year.
All right, John. Hey, John. Hey, you guys talk real slow now. Homer's on.
Are you going to say that, Bill? Are you going to say that shit every time I come on the damn podcast?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, bro. I got no choice, man.
This is a good show you guys got going. I don't see much Homer shit, but Nick, I'm gonna start with you first. You know goddamn well Rashawn Gary ain't better than those Zadarius Smith motherfucker. You better stop that. He might be better at stopping the run. I was last year.
Might be.
He has more versatile.
He's more versatile than Smith.
That fucker Fidel told me, he said, man, what you think LaFleur is going to do, man? We're going to run the ball right at that motherfucker, just like y'all did.
He's fucking like a fucking D Ford. After his surgery, he ain't going to be the same.
Bro, yes, he is, man. He's playing about 14 games for us this year.
Hey, what do you subscribe to? Backy out of me.
We're gonna rest him. We're gonna rest him against a couple cupcake teams that we don't need him for. You know what I'm saying?
Bears, the Lions,
Lions, and Falcons and shit like that. Them kind of teams, we might not even play them.
Jamel's meeting up. Hey, Jamel's
I think you better want to call Cousins fucking staying upright because when we play against those people, he's gonna be on his ass a lot.
That's what you need to understand, John. During the line in Minnesota isn't bad, bro. It's just the center. The center is just horrible, bro. The center, the main person we need to protect the quarterback is just fucked up.
Oh yeah, that'd be fucking wonderful.
Well, I guess you can't. I guess you can't. Stop yelling.
What you gonna do when our defense just obliterates you guys week 1?
Exactly.
What you gonna do?
Oh, look at JR's at the game.
What's up, family?
What's going on, sir?
There we go.
What's up, man?
Oh my God, this big head motherfucker.
He said this big head. You know who JR is?
I know. I call him Junior. That's my son. No, but Junior, that's one homer motherfucker, man. He's cool though.
He's a homer right there, fucking Coach Darcy.
Man,
hey, Junior. Hey, Junior. When Love overthrows that motherfucker, you might be able to catch it from right there.
You out of there.
Hey, I just wanted to clarify something, everybody. If you coached first and second football, you're not a coach. I'm just putting that out
I was thinking if you write stuff on the glory hole wall, that doesn't make you a coach either.
Darcy coaches Potter Puff football, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Did you hear John McNabb earlier on the? He's talking about some. Hold on.
You know what Potter Puff is, right, Darcy?
Darcy doesn't know how to run his
in Canada. They just call it football.
He's a coach.
I don't think he realizes he's actually muted or something.
Yeah, look at him. He can't even fucking coach a microphone.
Hey, Junior, ask David if he's back to the yard.
Huh?
Oh, shit out there.
Ask David if he's back Tiari.
Yeah, who you seeing out there?
Bill, did you send Coach Darcy his walker yet for his birthday?
No, not yet. I was actually thinking about getting him an electric scooter so he can get around a little quicker.
Yeah.
His little chicken legs are getting tired.
Hell yeah.
He's an old fucker.
Oh shit.
Darcy, we can't hear you. There's something wrong with your mic.
Yeah, you're in the basement. We can't hear you. Speak up.
I think, hey, check your mic, Darcy. We're not hearing you at all.
You got
What's
that
the
Calvin
jersey you
Johnson.
wearing?
You got
You
that
wearing the
Calvin
Sean
Johnson
Gary?
microphone. It quit.
I think a moose took his Wi-Fi.
Hey, JR,
All right,
you
JR,
wearing
we're
Sean
going to
Gary?
need you to stand up and yell real loud. Still suck.
Who's that?
JR, you wearing
The
Rashawn
Bears.
Gary?
See if you get the crowd going. Say, the Bears still suck.
The Bears still suck. I got you, boy.
Next to me.
See a beer hit him?
Right, a
hey,
Bears
Nick.
mic on the-
Hey,
on the
Nick.
back.
What up?
Oh, did he leave already? Yeah, Darcy claims that the Packers are only winning 9 games this year.
Yeah.
You wonder why no one asked Darcy about football knowledge.
Darcy also wears the ends, so I
You know
don't
why he
really-
came in here like a mute and shit too.
He has fucking Lions fucking winning division and fucking going to the Super Bowl.
Can't even entertain a conversation with that guy.
And that's my problem with Lions fans, bro. I don't mind them getting happy and, feeling a little better. But when you guys get to, like, dude, take baby steps, bro. The Lions don't know how to take baby steps.
Yes.
That's truth.
Y'all damn near lost to him twice last year, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
How many times did I lose? How many times did we lose to them? How many times did we lose to
you
them the
almost
4
got
years
swept
before
by
that?
him last year, bro.
How many times did we lose to? How many times did we lose to them the 4 years before that?
I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about last year.
4 straight years, motherfucker. We whooped. No. There's no NFL team in the history of NFL that has been abused more than the Lions by us.
And now, let's see if Darcy got his mic fixed. No video.
He's gone.
Wait. No, Darcy just left.
Yeah, he's gone. He was there and gone.
Yeah.
JR, turn your camera around, bro. Let's see the play.
Well, I don't know how on this damn
Let's see
thing,
the field,
dog.
man.
How you
You don't want to
turn
see
this
your
around?
ugly ass mug.
Hey, JR, just get up and start clapping. Darcy
I'm just fucking with
sucks.
you.
You know it's against the
How
goddamn
you
rules to
turning
show the
this
grass.
around? Everyone turn around, man. We're going to do it this way.
Oh, that's not Rashawn Gary. That's a Clean Matthews jersey.
Oh, he's got good seats, though. He's got good seats.
Yeah,
I'm only 12 rows up.
Nice.
Yeah, he's right there, man. Those are really nice seats.
Literally.
Hey, dude, if you go to section B18, GIF will give you a blowjob.
I'm in section 116.
Is that Tanya in front of you?
Whoa, that's pretty close. That's where Bill always goes, right?
Oh, look. The guy figured it out. The old man figured it out.
All right, let's hear the best joke of the night. That's all you got,
No,
dude?
he lost his audio again.
Holy
Darcy.
cow.
Hold on.
Close up.
Hey,
Hey,
Darcy.
I got a question for you guys.
Darcy.
Yeah.
No, I got a question for you first. I got a
All
question
right.
for you first.
All right.
When will the Lions finally win the division?
Good question. We might win it.
Bro, you already said they're gonna win this year. What are you talking about?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers might come back to this motherfucker and win it before the Lions.
I know, exactly.
Hey, Darcy, is that your custom-made Detroit Lions or your Detroit Rams? Yeah, that's your Detroit Rams jersey. I see.
Hey,
Lions are
Detroit.
definitely
Sleeping you, motherfucker.
Super Bowl. Yeah, I got a question for you guys. Hey, do you guys remember the Christmas game? You remember your win on Christmas Day? I wore a box on my head, a Christmas box. You guys remember that? You remember on that play what happened? The last play of the game, do you remember? You got an interception. Do you remember that? On Christmas Day?
No.
Do you remember?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I don't know, Jack. I try to what memories are.
You had so many interceptions against the Lions. How can you remember that?
You Packers have a short memory.
Barry
The
said.
TV.
Oh, we played
No,
it.
the receiver.
Your call could not be
No
connected.
My
receiver.
memories.
And the safety picked it off.
Not
No
no
call.
Christmas
No call.
box on my fucking head or
Oh,
nothing.
he's crying about the
All right,
refs
guys.
again.
Hey, I'm gonna I gotta get out of here. I gotta go.
I know,
set up
man.
a
It's going to be
stream.
game time. I'm out,
But
fellas.
remember, guys, go
Go,
to
man,
Build
go,
the Packer
baby.
Fans Facebook page if you
Right,
want to
let's
see
go.
the game stream. Give the page a like so you get notified of all the game streams. And don't forget to inbox Darcy Melville that he's a cocksucking Lion fan. We want to see at least 40 messages.
Make sure you
All
spell
right, guys.
Melville.
Go, Pack, go.
Because that's not my name. Melville is not Melville.
All right, real quick, guys. Does this look like a crack-headed version of Fabio?
Yep.
See, I'm telling you, that's him, bro. Now, you have a good night, guys. Darcy, thanks for coming on, man. It was fun fucking around a little
No,
bit.
this
And,
is
you guys
my
have
favorite
a good day.
show. This is my favorite show on the NFL, the Huddle, the best NFC North group in the whole wide world. Add your friends, do whatever you can, because next week you'll see the real deal show, the best show about the NFL.
And that's the reception they get for their show too. It's
Yeah.
the same
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
And if
Hey, how
you
many
got real
viewers,
like,
too?
it would be the greatest show on TV.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, I'm out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to go set this game stream up. Have a good rest of the show.
Later, you guys.
Go Pack, go.
baby.